A few technical issues we're going over, so we're going to take a break, get a little sit down with ZionSpartan and Shiphtur of Team Coast. You guys switching up your names for this season around. Let's start with that. Where did the team name change come from? Who approached you, and we'll go from there.
Well, we kind of had like a change of ownership, so we kind of decided we needed a little bit more of a professional name. I mean, Good Game University was a great name, but now we're going with Coast. Coast Life, competing with Bay Life. Now TSM's our rivals. And we're going to take them down.
Very good. And what is Coast Life like? Have there been any major changes, or have you guys had to do anything to switch this up, or has it been kind of easy going for you?
We're just kind of coasting through. We're gonna come back from that first loss, and just like crashing the rest of the Super Week, end the week 4-1. We're like a wave, just crushing through our opponents.
Did you guys, most teams have said they really haven't had time to practice, and really it hasn't been taken into consideration that there were a lot of change-ups on teams, so there were cancellations. Have you guys found the same thing, like no practice, it's kind of blind going into opening day?
Yeah, we've definitely had like a lot of issues because we just got a gaming house and stuff, so everybody's moving in, people are changing players and stuff, so it's hard to set up scrims, it's hard to so we haven't had that much practice.
And Shiphtur, for you, getting your feet wet in the beginning of the season, now finally coming back, how's it feel to be back, and what's it like?
It feels really good. I'm definitely feeling the pressure. The nerves really hit me in that game. I don't know if anyone saw that. I was actually so nervous that I remember this one moment when Reggie jumped on me as couch, and I jumped back a bit on my chair. Yeah, it's pretty good.
So have you had that feeling before and you worked out of it, and now it's kind of coming back? Is it something you're going to have to again work on?
Yeah, for sure. Especially there's a lot more nerves coming this time because, I don't know, a lot of people watch me because of the whole Jinte thing. I don't know, people are watching me really hard.
Right on.
It's hitting me a bit.
And how was practice like that? Because there was a comment last season in the mid where Jinte would have kind of been the staple pick if you guys were to have Shiphtur come back. What was practicing like, and what kind of swayed that decision coming into this second summer split?
Well, actually in scrims we actually did really well.
Okay.
But coming to the Super Week, I don't know, we didn't have any computers, and even before match, we had some technical problems with our own personal computers. It's just I don't know, we didn't have much practice going to this.
Right on. So you guys now saying having the house back, having Shiphtur back, has it kind of, you guys feel, changed the way Team Coast can approach games and look at them previously to season or spring split?
Yeah, the goal this split is to not be like last split where we're just not winning anything till the last week where we just happen to get second at playoffs. The goal here is to start winning at the beginning and keep winning so that we can stay at the top of the standings this season. And hopefully we'll just get our issues worked out quickly so we can just stay at the top.
And besides the neat team name change, that momentum, what are you guys putting in place in that practice regimen to make those things happen?
We just need to practice, really. That's been an issue with this week. Usually is an issue, but since we got Shiphtur now and everything, we just need to work together because communication's a huge part of winning this 5v5 game.
Has the communication changed at all with Shiphtur coming in? Is he a vocal player on the team?
Well, I tend to make some early game calls. I play a lot of roaming champs, so obviously I have to coordinate my other side lanes to see if it's a doable gank or anything.
During that, like you said, you kind of had nerves in that first game against Reggie. How do you feel that pick went, and what do you think you could have done differently after seeing the matchup?
Well, we got exactly what we wanted, and we predicted their picks as well. It's just our communication was awful, and we played the game wrong.
Looking at that game, what do you guys think, besides communication, you can take out of that going to your next one for a W?
It's just don't let that game get to us. We can play well, we can beat any team. It's just a mental game.
Just need to be confident in our play and we'll be fine.
Right on. Do you guys like, or I was just say Shiphtur or ZionSpartan, do you like the best of one in the LCS set coming into that, knowing anything can happen?
Yeah, I kind of like how you have one game, so you're either going to do really well or really bad, but at the same time it's kind of like a double-edged sword. It's one game we can win or lose it, and this game matters, but you can also get cheesed, you don't know what's going to happen. Right. So it's good and bad, but it's pretty crazy, and I kind of like how there's a whole season of 28 games leads to a lot of crazy strats.
All right, so in Shiphtur, you've been talking a little bit about pressure. What's the way to overcome that, right? People think of you now, that big champion pool to come in. We've seen the first game play. Reginald kind of set you off. What is your way to kind of just get over that, put it behind you?
I don't know, I try to stay off Reddit and stuff. There's some comments there, but just try to not let it get to your head. you have to have confidence in yourself. That's pretty much it.
You keep playing your game.
Yeah.
Right on. All right, so kind of going off a little bit here. ZionSpartan graduating tomorrow. Congratulations on that.
Thank
How does
you.
this, kind of work, school still with the LCS, a professional gamer, and your friends kind of moving on? Is there enough time for both to balance right now?
Definitely there was like a lot of my grades definitely went down a little bit with going into LCS, but I kind of like made sure I did my work, so I kept up track with that, but that kind of cut into some of our practice time and things like that. And it was also kind of sad, like when everybody's like, oh, I'm going to this college, I'm going to this college, where are you going? Well, I'm kind of going to be a pro gamer and I'm going to go to the LCS, and it's kind of hard to explain that, but it's like pursuing what you want to do, and I think having to balance both, it's worth it, because LCS is a once in a lifetime chance.
Absolutely. You guys made it through the spring split, gorgeously towards the end, and the momentum hopefully coming into the second split. With that, coming off of the first loss, who really in your eyes is the team you guys need to beat to say that, yeah, we're just going to be able to go through this all right again?
TSM for sure.
So it's going to be them.
We definitely want a rematch against TSM, and just to know that we can beat them, because we lost them at playoffs. I think we went 0-4 against them the first split, so I think we want to end 3-1 against them this split, and then maybe if we meet them in playoffs, take them down there again, just to prove to ourselves that we can take them down.
Right on. And how do you guys feel your chances are coming into the rest of the teams? Have you been able, like I said before, there's kind of a blackout for scrims before these matches. Are you coming into all the matches blind, or do you feel like you're pretty much confident about a few and focusing on some?
There are definitely teams we're confident against, but for the most part, we haven't been able to scrim any other team at all. So we don't know what they can do, then they don't know what we can do.
We've been kind of learning about these teams as this first week of LCS goes on, because it's just been like a month of where we haven't been scrimming that much, and we haven't been seeing other teams in tournaments and stuff. So we're learning as we watch these matches, oh, Vulcan's pretty strong. They just they played really well against Curse. TSM's still really strong. Cloud9 looks pretty strong too. So you're kind of we're kind of seeing how strong these teams are from the first week of matches.
So now coming in, knowing that there's almost no play, how do you practice? How do you pick against that? Because you haven't seen them play since almost 6 weeks ago. Things have changed coming into 3.7. So how do you pick? Is it just comfort? Is that what you guys feel best with?
Yeah, I definitely think comfort picks is where you go when you don't know. Because if you don't know what your opponent's going to do, just pick what you're best at. Because you can't kind of base a comp off, oh, I think he's going to do that. And it's I'm really good at this champion, so I'm going to play that champion. Jace has been one of my comfort picks. If Jace is up, I'm going to get that champion and play it.
Same thing.
Yeah, for the most part, you have a general idea of your counterpart's playstyle, so you can eliminate some champions that they're not comfortable with. But yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. Best of luck in the rest of the LCS. Congratulations on graduating tomorrow. Don't do anything too silly tonight so that doesn't happen. Obviously, League of Legends players can get kind of crazy. I know, guys, but just keep it calm, play safe, and graduate. Thank you very much for the interview, you guys. Best of luck, like I said, in the rest of the LCS. We've got 3 more games coming at you today.